Hey, well, we wanted to tell you about Anthem Anywhere because this week is a different week than usual for us as Anthem. So what is Anthem Anywhere, Matt?
Anthem Anywhere is taking the concept of the church, which we know is not the building. We've talked about that a bazillion times, and we've made it so that what we do on a Sunday actually represents the belief that the church is not a building. So we literally send Anthem out into the community to have a bunch of micro gatherings scattered all over the place, emphasizing both the gifting and the reality that the location is not the church itself, but the people who gather in the name of Jesus are the church.
That sounds great. What would a gathering look like? If I was to show up somewhere, what could I expect?
Yeah, it's a great question also. Typically, we've asked people to meet in parks or beaches, kind of public places, but there are also some backyard gatherings. Those will probably tend to be a little bit more, maybe like tables and chairs and that type of thing, like if the people have that set up in their backyard. But if you're going to a park or a beach, it's probably a bring your own chair and blanket situation. There will be a lot of social time and then some formal time where that group gets together to worship together. Maybe if somebody plays guitar, there's going to be a message, short 15 to 20 minute message on Romans. And then there will be a time for communion, just to gather around the finished work of Jesus. So those are like the main elements that would be present, along with just the social dynamics of being together in one of those other places.
Now, I'm an extrovert.
Okay.
Showing up somewhere I've never been is not a problem for me.
Yeah.
But what about a person who's like, I don't know who that is. I don't know how would I show up? How would I know the information? What about that stuff?
Yeah, I understand how difficult it can be for some people to walk into new social situations. And I just want to encourage you. This is one of those opportunities to go beyond a comfort zone. There's no way around that. It will be going into an environment that you don't know. It's not as predictable as usual. But to go there, you will be welcome. You would be invited in. The people that are hosting these locations know that people are going to show up that might not be as familiar or as regular with that group. And they're there to welcome you in. They want you there. So there's that. And then you just have to get over that initial hump and be able to go in and say, hey, I belong here. And I just want you to hear that from us. You belong there. You could pick any one of these locations and you could walk into that place and you belong there. It's for you. So I just want to make sure that you hear that. But I will say we understand that it could be difficult to go into somebody's backyard or to a beach location. We'll try and put as many details on the website as possible so that you could do as much research and maybe even some pictures and things to get familiar with the space as early as possible. But the reality is you are going to go into an unknown.
Yeah. And I'm asking questions kind of like setting him up here, but I've been organizing or helping organize some of the different locations, and all the hosts, they are all looking forward to new people coming. They're all looking forward to breaking that ice. The hardest thing is you're going to have to be willing to show up.
Yeah.
So that is the hurdle of attendance, to actually get there. But if you're also new or newish, one of the probably best ways to get to know other people would be one of these locations, because there's going to be a lot of linger. There's going to be a lot of fun. I felt like on Sunday mornings in Arcturus, sometimes it can feel very big and it's hard to meet. Whereas these, because they are those micro gatherings, you're talking 20-ish adults at a gathering. Some will be more, some might be right under there. And you're gonna make some friends.
Yeah. Which, as difficult as that is, there is benefit to it. So that's why we ask you to take the big leap and go for it, because the benefit is substantial. So I just, as you're there, one of the things that you get to notice is that there are a variety of giftings in the church, which I think will be just a huge thing. You'll hear from some different voices or be different worship leaders. That's all the point. Like, we love seeing just the distributed gifting throughout the church. And you are a part of that, just being there, being a part of it, and maybe even being able to contribute. Those are huge aspects of Anthem Anywhere.
Yeah. It ends up being some of people's biggest highlights for the year. And the fun thing is, with 11 different locations, all the highlights are going to be radically different. You're going to have 11 different people teaching from Romans 12, 11 different forms of worship, 11 different gathering places, from backyards to parks to beaches and even Stonehouse. It's going to be a great time. I can't wait to hear the stories. So I hope you guys can be a part of it, whoever is watching this video, wherever you are. And
please don't hesitate to ask questions, even if they feel like weird questions. We'd love to be able to answer them and make it as accessible for you as possible. So reach out to Rob at anthemchurch.org or Matt at anthemchurch.org, and we would love to bless you with the best answer we can give you.
Yeah, or if you're seeing this on a social platform, if you just comment, odds are someone will chime in and say, come to our gathering. we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
all right.
That's it.
See you on Sunday.